you can count on. You're watching WTVM News Leader Now. Sponsored by Montlick & Associates, Columbus Injury Attorneys.
Breaking news in Belgium now, where reports of explosions rocked the airport and a subway station in the city of Brussels. We'll have the very latest from Belgium coming up.
Phoenix City Police need help finding this man, what he reportedly did, and what you can do to help is moments away.
And you're waking up this morning to a cold start, but get ready for a milder day ahead. We'll have a look at that forecast coming up.
Thank you for joining us this Tuesday morning. I'm Cheryl Renee. Chuck has the day off. We begin with breaking news this morning. News Leader 9's Brandon Seho is in the Breaking News Center with the latest on an explosion at an overseas airport. What can you tell us, Brandon?
Well, Cheryl, at least 13 people are dead and 35 are hurt this morning, according to ABC News, after explosions rocked the Brussels airport and a subway station in the city. Now, the U.S. Embassy just warning all Americans in Brussels to take shelter due to the threat for a possible another attack. Here's a map of where the airport is in Belgium. Once again, it's all happening around 8 a.m. local time in Brussels. That's 3 a.m. here on the Eastern time zone. Now, we do have new video of when the explosion took place at the airport, where all flights have been canceled for the rest of the day there. The Belgium terror alert now raised to the maximum level after these explosions. According to Delta Airlines, flight DL080 from Atlanta landed at the Brussels airport at 7:58 local time. We just checked on the security wait times at Hartfield Jackson International, where it is 30 minutes right now, and we have the latest from ABC on this developing story.
Images coming in from the Brussels airport show passengers standing out on the tarmac after they were evacuated from the terminal where the blasts occurred. We can also see the shattered windows on the side of that terminal. Officials there say 2 explosions back to back ripped through the departure hall during the busy morning rush hour, just as hundreds were getting ready to board international flights. Several are injured. At least one person was killed. ABC's Alex Marquardt is in Brussels. On his way to the airport, Marquardt tells us traffic is at a standstill as police block off all routes to the airport, where all flights have been canceled. It's too soon to know what caused the deadly explosions, but the immediate fear and suspicion is terrorism.
It obviously comes at an extremely sensitive time, just a few days after the 8th Paris attacker, Salah Abdeslam, the only surviving member of that terrorist group that carried out the Paris attacks, was arrested. And we spoke yesterday with someone from the Interior Ministry, which runs security here in Brussels, and the spokesman was telling us that the fear now is that that arrest could trigger more attacks.
Belgian police are still searching for an accomplice of Abdeslam. There are reports that one of the blasts at the airport occurred near the American Airlines check-in counter. Bazi Kanani, ABC News, Washington.
And, of course, we will be following this story throughout the morning, so stay right here with coverage you can count on. Greg now is standing by with a check of the forecast. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. As we take a look at our current temperatures, you'll need the jacket for sure, and might even wake up to a little frost in your area. Looking at 33 degrees up in LaGrange, 34 in Auburn, 34 down at Fort Benning, and 35 in Eufaula this hour. As we're going to see abundant sunshine today. Sun comes up at about 7:40, so looking pretty good. And temperatures will also be milder today. A lot far cry better than yesterday. Look at your air travel forecast, looking pretty good. Atlanta, Huntsville, Jackson at 39. Again, those security checkpoint times on the north terminal running about 20 to 30 minutes. I will say it's a little bit longer than I typically see in the morning, so plan accordingly with the extra security precautions after the attack in Brussels. So may have some impact there on your travel plans. So here we go with your forecast. As temperatures here in the 30s up to about 43 as we head toward 10 o'clock. And then for this afternoon, looking excellent. Pretty good travel day home, looking at abundant sunshine and highs right around 70. When we come back, we'll take a look at your business travel forecast.
All right, thanks, Greg. It is now 3 after 6. We begin with a developing story out of East Alabama, where a Florida woman is in jail after a high-speed chase. Renee Gamoa, seen on your screen, allegedly led police on a chase through several East Alabama counties. Officers say it started yesterday afternoon in Lafayette when they tried to pull her over for reckless driving. The chase ended in Opelika on 431 when police used spike strips to blow out her tires, leading to a crash on Morris Avenue. Happening now in Phoenix City, police are looking for this man. Officers say the man in this surveillance footage used a fake Alabama state ID to cash a U.S. Treasury check. They say it happened on March 3rd at the Piggly Wiggly on 13th Street in Phoenix City. Anyone with information about this crime is asked to contact Phoenix City Police at the number on your screen. You can also find that number on our website, WTVM.com. 4 after 6, we are learning new details this morning about a new program that is helping people across Georgia keep their homes. More than $100 million of federal money is available for homeowners through Home Safe Georgia. The program takes care of mortgage payments for families in a financial bind for up to 2 years. Cynthia Harrison is the outreach coordinator and often tells people about it at job fairs. She says she's surprised by how many people say they don't need it.
I'll be fine, because they just lost their job and they just feel like there's going to be another job out there waiting for them. And then many times I'll see them again at another job fair. They still haven't found a job.
To learn if you qualify for the program, all you have to do is take a 7-question quiz on the Home Safe Georgia website. 5 after 6, in the Georgia legislature, a bill is under consideration this morning that would give public housing a boost. The Small Public Housing Agency Opportunity Act is designed to simplify requirements and eliminate paperwork for public housing authorities in small communities. Supporters of the bill say it would remove the one-size-fits-all approach and give small authorities more flexibility. Today in Montgomery, state senators in the Alabama legislature are expected to vote on the general fund budget. And News Leader 9's Michael Doudna is in the state capitol with a look at what's expected to happen today.
Lawmakers have 1 week to go before their legislative spring break, and the big story to count on this week will most likely be the budgets. In fact, the general fund budget is expected to be on the Senate floor at some point in time today. In fact, Senate Budget Chair Trip Pittman says he will try to move to concur with the House version with an $85 million hit to Medicaid. Now, Democrats are expected to filibuster this piece of legislation. However, they do not have enough votes to stop its passage. And also Republicans, with their supermajority, can vote to end debate at any time. So expect them to do that so they can move this piece of legislation on to the governor. However, I talked to Governor Bentley just yesterday, and he says he will veto the budget. It's just a matter of when, not if. Reporting from Montgomery, I'm Michael Doudna for the Raycom News Network.
6 after 6 in national politics today. People in 3 states will be voting in primary elections. Political analysts are calling it Western Tuesday, where delegates are up for grabs in Idaho, Arizona, and Utah. And according to the latest CNN ORC poll, frontrunners Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are maintaining their leads nationally. Last night, the candidates made their final push.
We clearly have to make sure we strengthen NATO. We have to make sure that Putin understands that we will arm the Ukrainians so they can fight for freedom, with providing them with the lethal defensive equipment that they need.
The United States, time and time again, has looked aside when Israel has done some bad things. I think, for example, that the growth of settlements in Palestinian territory is not acceptable to me and not conducive to the peace process.
Coming up on Good Morning America, Tom Yamas will have a live report on the battle on the campaign trail as we get closer to the conventions. Happening today, President Barack Obama will wrap up his historic 2-day visit in Cuba. The president is expected to give a speech in Havana and speak with people who are against the current Cuban regime. President Obama is also expected to attend the first baseball game between an American team and the Cuban national team in more than a decade. The trip is part of an initiative the president says will normalize relations between the two countries. And if you ask one Alabama official, the president's visit is having a major impact on the state. John McMillan, the head of the Alabama Agriculture Department, says the state exports more than 10,000 tons of poultry a month to Cuba. And he says more money could come to the state if the two countries can find a way to settle their differences.
What we're going to see if it opens up more, instead of Cuba having to buy rice in Vietnam or somewhere, they're going to be able to buy it from Louisiana and Arkansas. It's in the freight and all of those things. And, you know, it's 36 hours from the port in Mobile to the port in Cuba. So that's a heck of a lot different than having to sail around the world to get there with any kind of cargo.
The trade embargo with Cuba has been in place for more than 50 years and requires an act from Congress to be removed. It is now 9 after 6, and Greg is here with a look at a forecast. Pretty chilly temperatures, but a warm up.
Definitely going to see warmer temperatures for today, and for you business travelers. Obviously, we've been talking about what happened in Brussels.
Right.
Could have impact on security. Wait times are starting to see that just a little bit now, as we're seeing, again, the wait times coming up a little bit as going through security. So keep that in mind. Look at what's going on right now as we're seeing, again, area of low pressure kind of spinning up here across the Pacific Northwest. Could see some delays across Seattle and Portland, but otherwise really not looking too bad across the nation. Elsewhere, looking good. I mean, really no major storm systems. Now, when this one comes out of the Rockies coming into tomorrow, expect some active weather in the form of some snow and thunderstorms here in the plains. But for today, not looking too bad out there. All right, here we go. Looking at your current conditions, we're at 37 degrees under clear skies at the airport. Sunny and milder weather expected for our region for today. Elsewhere out there, as we take a look at DFW at 51 degrees, Little Rock at 44, and Pittsburgh at 31 degrees. No delays being reported so far. So looking good across the southeast. Need to travel by air or by car. Looking pretty good here. And nationally, just watch out for maybe Seattle could see impacted delays, and that'll shift into Denver and get out in the middle of the country as we head toward tomorrow. So watch out for that. All right, here we go with our forecast for today, as we're going to see temperatures climb nicely with all that sunshine. Looking for high temperatures to top out right around 70 degrees. We come back next, we'll take a look at that Easter weekend forecast.
All right, thanks, Greg. 10 after the hour, coming up on News Leader 9 Morning, the latest updates in the Brussels explosion. Plus, do you want a chance to own a military Black Hawk helicopter? Well, stick around and we'll tell you how you can get your hands on the expensive piece of aircraft. And all new in the next half hour of News Leader 9 Morning, the Atlanta Jackson Hartsfield International Airport is doing what it can to help people avoid the Zika virus.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here at Headquarters Nissan, we're driven every day by what our great nation stands for. And we're proud to support local organizations and charities that show us what our great nation stands for. Thank you for your support, and God bless America.
Download the all-new WTVM News Leader 9 mobile app. Search WTVM in your app store.
Termites cause more than $5 billion a year in damage to homeowners. What's behind your walls? Call Jared's today for a free termite inspection.
For your free termite inspection, call Jared's today.
Did you know Gill's Auto Sales has 6 great locations in Columbus, Phoenix City, and Opelika? Did you know Gill's Auto Sales has been in business for 30 years? Did you know Gill's offers the Prestige Collection at Gill's at North Lake in Columbus and Highway 280 in Opelika, featuring late model, low mileage vehicles with low rate bank financing? Did you know Gill's sold over 500 vehicles in February? Come see why.
Gotta get to Gill's. Gotta get to Gill's. Call Ted Morgan Law when you need a lifeline.
Hurt in an accident? Don't go through it alone. Ted Morgan Law is your injury lifeline. Too hurt to work, medical bills piling up, complicated insurance claims. In this tough time, you need someone to fight for you. Life can change in an instant. When an accident results in injury, call your injury lifeline. Call Ted Morgan Law.
Call Ted Morgan Law when you need a lifeline.
There's a lot to see at Nissan Now. Award-winning safety, reimagined design, and premium interiors. 5 exciting new models. This is Nissan Now.
For a limited time, choose the 2016 Nissan Altima, just $189 per month, or save up to $2,750. Get your new Nissan now. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every month, almost 200,000 people visit forthepeople.com. They visit to learn about their legal rights concerning automobile accidents, workers' compensation, medical malpractice. You can spend all the time you want or have a live chat 24/7. You can learn about unsafe drugs and medical devices, class actions, and your consumer rights. Forthepeople.com belongs to you, your consumer website. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Termites cause more than $5 billion a year in damage to homeowners. What's behind your walls? Call Jared's today for a free termite inspection.
For your free termite inspection, call Jared's today.
Watch Fix It and Finish It today at 10:30 on WTVM.
It is 6:14. You now have the ability to own a military helicopter that was used in combat missions and to carry troops across different parts of the world. All you have to do is win the bidding war with the Black Hawk Exchange and Sales Program. It's a way for the Army to get rid of older model aircraft to make room for new modernized equipment. But you might be wondering just how safe it is for someone to own one of these helicopters. Bradley Bruce with the Black Hawk program says it's very safe.
Very safe. I mean, we've used these helicopters for 40 years, and they've been the workhorse of the Army. They go through, once, we maintain them here through the SCSI contract, they're maintained in a flyable storage status, so they're maintained in pretty good condition. Once they're sold, then it's then on the contractor, whoever buys them, to maintain them in accordance with FAA standards. In our opinion, they're still very safe helicopter. Their military useful life has run out.
If you would like to get the chance to own one of these military helicopters, just go to the website gsaauctions.gov to own a piece of military history. Two major fantasy sports sites will stop taking paid bets in New York. The state's attorney general says he reached a deal with DraftKings and FanDuel. The state has gone to court to try to shut down the site's operations in New York, arguing they violate gambling laws. It was not immediately clear whether the sites plan to leave the state indefinitely or continue the legal battle. The first made-in-Alabama Airbus is one step closer to carrying passengers. The brand-new A321 left from Mobile for a test flight yesterday. A six-man crew, including pilots and engineers, took the plane on a 3-hour flight. There will be several more weeks of prep work before the plane is officially part of the JetBlue fleet. It is now 6:16, and let's get a check of our current conditions. Greg is standing by. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, as you can tell by those temperatures over your shoulder there, Cheryl, it's a little cold outside. Temperatures in the 30s. Check out Columbus at 37, 33 in LaGrange, 31 the cold spot, Alexander City, and 36 in America. So everybody quite cold, probably a little frost out there for this morning. As we're seeing abundant clear skies across Alabama, Georgia. That's compliments of high pressure that's currently centered just south of Pensacola, so looking pretty good here. The good news for today, as part of our story, is going to be the fact that temperatures are going to warm up as we're going to say goodbye to those cooler temperatures we had yesterday. Only got to 61. Now, currently 36 degrees in Birmingham, 39 up in the ATL in Atlanta, 37 in Montgomery, and 38 in Albany. So a lot of 30s all across Alabama and Georgia. As we're going to see on our futurecast, it's going to stay dry today. Not a cloud to be seen. Really looking very good with a lot of blue skies. But that'll change as we head into Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to notice a few clouds try to sneak on in here. And eventually, as we tap some moisture out of the Gulf, we're going to bring in some moisture in here on Thursday in the form of some rain getting in here for the evening rush hour, and maybe a few thunderstorms stretching in across Alabama as this moves into the overnight hours. Should be coming to an end, though, as we head toward the early morning hours on Friday. So Friday during the day should be looking okay. It'll just have to do with that rain and some thunderstorms. And I'm guessing maybe about a half-inch to maybe three-quarter-inch of rain as this comes on through. So as you take a look at your forecast for today, noticeably milder. A lot of sunshine, back into the upper 60s, 67 in Auburn, Opelika, 70 down in Eufaula. Here on the Georgia side, 70 for Columbus, 71 in LaGrange. Overnight lows tonight, not as cold, down around 46 for Columbus, 46 in LaGrange. And also looking at 40s on the Alabama side, 45 in Lafayette and 46 degrees in Eufaula. Here goes the rest of my 9 on 9 forecast here. As you'll notice, the temperatures back in the mid-70s for Wednesday. There goes that rain chance on Thursday. The rain chance on Friday will be for the early morning hours. Get a bit of a break on Saturday, then more rain and a few thunderstorms possible on Easter Sunday. Of course, we'll fine-tune the timing on that. I know we got a lot of daylight Easter services that morning. We'll watch that closely, and then we should dry out as we head toward next week.
All right, thanks, Greg. It is 6:18. We are following breaking news out of Belgium, where more than a dozen people have been killed and even more have been injured. The country's federal prosecutor has confirmed that this was a terrorist attack. Brandon Seho is in the Breaking News Center and will have the latest on the deadly attacks coming up. Also coming up on News Either 9 Morning, a woman is still in the hospital after an explosion at a Georgia college. What officers say is next in the investigation is just ahead.
Whether you stay at home for a traditional Easter dinner or are heading out of town, think Honey Baked Ham. We offer delicious spiral sliced ham, tantalizing turkeys, perfectly prepared sides, and tempting desserts. Hassle-free and wonderfully delicious. Honey Baked Ham, Rollins Way, Columbus.
Where can you get the most bang for your buck on a new Chevy? Lynch Chevrolet Cadillac of Auburn. Take your pick. The all-new Malibu LS or the all-new Trax LS SUV. Just $18,900. And you make no payments till June. Plus, every new Chevrolet at Lynch comes exclusively with 3 years of complimentary maintenance. Hurry in now to get the new car you want with the extras you won't find anywhere else. At Lynch Chevrolet Cadillac in Auburn. Online at lynchchevy.com.
Where else can you rent a car for 50 cents a day? At 50 Cent Rent a Car. Rent for 5 days and get the 6th and 7th day for 50 cents each day. Come to 50 Cent Rent a Car, Columbus's second car.
This is you, this is new. Columbus Four Seasons sunrooms, bring in the light. You want a new view. Beautiful sunrooms, custom made for you. Give your home a brand new look, so beautiful. This is you, this is new. Columbus Four Seasons sunrooms.
Eyeglass World salutes Angie, who not only just rebooked a canceled flight, but also finagled a first-class ticket for the price of coach. Not surprisingly, Angie bought her glasses at Eyeglass World, where she gets the help she needs and her glasses the very same day, all for an incredibly low price. 2 pairs for just $78. Eyeglass World. See yourself smile. See yourself save.
How fast can you save at AutoNation? Beep, beep. Yeah, that fast.
During truck month, drive 1500s, $12,000 off. Wranglers, $199 a month. At AutoNation Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Meep, meep. Wayne Fire Albany is setting the pace for 2016 by giving you up to $4,000 worth of factory rebates on select lot models.
You want to know how we can do this? We are the Live Oak Factory Final Center, and we will not be undersold.
With our Wayne Fryer Home rebate program, you can buy a brand new 2016 home for only $29,900.
Or a huge 4-bedroom for just $59,900.
Nobody can beat our price.
Nobody can beat our construction.
And nobody can beat our service.
Only at Wayne Fire Albany.
Whether you stay at home for a traditional Easter dinner or heading out of town, think Honey Baked Ham. We offer delicious spiral sliced ham, tantalizing turkeys, perfectly prepared sides, and tempting desserts. Hassle-free and wonderfully delicious. Honey Baked Ham, Rollins Way, Columbus.
Download the all-new WTVM News Leader 9 mobile app. Search WTVM in your app store.
It is now 6:21. We are following breaking news this morning from Europe, where multiple explosions have rocked the capital of Belgium. News Leader 9's Brandon Seho is in the breaking news center with the latest on this developing story. Good morning, Brandon.
Good morning, Cheryl. Now CNN reporting that the Belgian prosecutor confirms this is a terror attack at the Brussels International Airport that resulted from a suicide attack. Now at least 13 people are dead and 35 are hurt this morning after explosions rocked the Brussels airport and a subway station in the city. The U.S. Embassy now warning all Americans in Brussels to take shelter due to the threat of another possible attack. Here's a map now of where the airport is in Belgium. Once again, this all happening around 8 a.m. local time in Brussels. That's 3 a.m. here in the Eastern time zone. Now we have new video from moments after the explosion at the airport. You can see here where all flights have been canceled for the rest of the day. The Belgian terror alert now raised to the maximum level after these airport explosions. According to the Delta Airlines flight DL080 from Atlanta landed in Brussels this morning at 7:58 local time. There is another flight scheduled to leave Hartfield-Jackson International Airport tonight at 6:35 en route for Brussels. We don't know the status of that flight right now. We do know the security line right now. The wait time is 30 minutes in Atlanta. Cheryl?
Thank you so much for that update, Brandon. We really appreciate it. 6:23. Now let's get a check of our traffic this morning before you head out the door. Greg?
Hey, yeah, good morning. We're enjoying a lower than normal traffic volume out there thanks to spring break going on right now. Looking at the Waze traffic app, which, by the way, if you do not have the Waze traffic app, it's an excellent tool, not only to track traffic locally, but anywhere you travel out there, and you can also be part of our traffic trooper network by making those reports. Right now, looking at excellent travel on the North Bypass over to J.R. Allen, heading over to 185, looking pretty good. Very quiet so far for this morning. Elsewhere, traffic looking pretty good as you head southbound on 185, heading down toward Fort Benning, and through Phoenix City on 280 from 80 down to 431, also looking smoothly. Starting to get some traffic pickup here as you're driving southbound on 185, heading toward Fort Benning. No problems here so far. And elsewhere, looking at low volume on Macon Road, Veterans Parkway, and the Manchester Expressway, all moving smoothly. All right, let's take a look right now what's going on with our temperatures right now as we're currently sitting at 37 degrees here in Columbus. Notice it's down to 31 in Alexander City, 36 in Americus, and 35 degrees in Eufaula. So we've got calm winds out there, clear skies, and that's going to allow, again, those temperatures may drop another degree or two this morning before the sun comes up at 7:40 this morning. So if you got a little frost in the windshield, just make sure you clear it on off. Now we're going to see abundant sunshine. That's clear, not a cloud to be seen on the satellite radar composite across our region. And it's going to translate into warmer temperatures for today. Yesterday only got to about 61. So today, look at about 36 here for a morning low here in Columbus. And then for this afternoon, hey, it doesn't get any better than this. A lot of sunshine, high temperature around 70 degrees. Hey, how would you like to win your own WTVM umbrella? You can do so by going online like Timothy from Americus. All you got to do is go online to the WTVM.com/weather. Click on that Win the Umbrella tab, put your information in there, and get your chance to win one of these great Energy Savers umbrellas. We'll be back with more news coming up right after the break.
Hello there, and welcome to Business Break. I'm Maureen Akers, and with me today a very special guest, Daniel Schaefer with Everything Musical. Daniel, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Maureen.
Well, you're here to talk about some really cool stuff happening in the music world, as it were, right?
Right.
So we've got lessons that you guys can do. What are some of the options with the new lesson programs that you guys are offering in Everything Musical?
So in the past, we've only offered adult lessons, so it would be group lessons for a number of people, and they go for a certain amount of time, but now we're expanding to include one-on-one lessons. So you get a more directed kind of approach to your lessons. And so you can learn any kind of style you want, or you kind of tailor your lessons to suit you.
Right. Okay. And that is for adults, also for
children.
For children too as well. So that is something that if you want to just get the little ones started in something musical, or maybe they've tried, they've picked up an instrument here or there, and you think they might have some inclination, then they can call you and get that set up, can't they? And of course, you would also help them with the instruments they need.
Right.
So you've got the Frogtown Hollow Jam. You guys are going to be participating in that.
Yeah.
Obviously, a musical festival coming up, and that's coming up in April. Tell us a little bit about that you're participating in.
The Frogtown Hollow Jam, we're sponsoring it this year. One of the big sponsors. We'll have a booth out there, but they're also doing lots of giveaways. So you'll see some raffles for guitars, things like that. But also just kind of everything they do there, all of the concerts. It's like a couple of days, the 8th and the 9th of April, and they'll just be doing concerts all day, every day, just about.
Wow. So you guys will have presence out there too then? Okay, fantastic. And then, of course, you've got something else coming up, Sean Drover Clinic. He's a pro musician.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about that. I'm not familiar with him myself, so tell some of our viewers.
He's currently with the band Active Defiance, and he was formerly with Megadeth, so a big band, and he's going to be doing a clinic and several lessons. So you'll be able to do private lessons, and there'll be a group clinic.
Oh, very good. And when is that coming up? That's in April,
on April 23rd.
And then anyone out there that might be interested can go to your website or call you guys. What is that phone number again?
It's 706-323-1809.
And I believe that information's been up on the screen while we've been talking. So that's Everything Musical, and all instruments, right? Everything about music, you guys call you, right?
Pretty much. Everything you need to make music, we sell.
There you go. Everything you need to make music. Everything Musical, right here in Columbus. Again, the information's been up on the screen while we've been talking, and maybe you need some lessons, or maybe we can try to do something new, right?
Definitely.
Learn a new instrument. Thank you so very much for joining us today, Daniel, and I look forward to seeing you on the very next Business Break.
My entire life savings gone.
The sexiest cat and mouse game.
Wanna play?
On television.
Let's play.
The Catch premieres Thursday on ABC.
It's the Nissan Now sales event at Headquarter Nissan. Now, save $2,000 on a new Frontier. Plus, we've got the all-new, all-powerful Titan in stock.
It's here, the all-new Cummins Titan diesel. Come drive one today at Headquarter Nissan. One day, I took a really long, hard look in the mirror, and I realized as a healthcare professional, I was in trouble and needed to change. I was upset at myself for allowing this to happen. I was eating fast food, living out of the vending machines at work. I decided to try metabolic, and I immediately felt welcome. I knew I'd found the place to help me lose my weight. They were very supportive, and I lost 51 pounds, and now I work there helping others to lose the weight. So call Metabolic today. We're here to help.
Call Ted Morgan Law when you need a lifeline.
Arrested for DUI? Don't go through it alone. Ted Morgan Law is your DUI lifeline. A DUI can lead to losing your driver's license, massive fines, jail time, or even the end of a career. Arrested does not mean you're guilty. In this tough time, you need someone to fight for you. Call your DUI lifeline. Call Ted Morgan Law.
Call Ted Morgan Law when you need a lifeline.
Why do so many businesses rely on the U.S. Postal Service? Because when they ship with us, their business becomes our business. That's why we make more e-commerce deliveries to homes than anyone else in the country. Here, there, everywhere. The United States Postal Service. Priority you.
The Nissan Now sales event is on at Headquarter Nissan. Now, save $5,000 on a new Altima. That's right. Now drive a new Altima with $5,000 in savings.
Nissan Now sales event. Don't miss it. We'll see you soon. Headquarter Nissan.
News Leader 9 is sponsored by Gary Bruce, the good guy. Coverage you can count on. This is WTVM News Leader 9.
Breaking news in Belgium now, where reports of explosions rocked the airport and subway stations in the city of Brussels. We'll have the very latest from Belgium coming up.
A woman is in jail after leading police on a high-speed chase through East Alabama. Find out where police were able to catch the woman in a dramatic chase coming up.
And you're waking up this morning with some cold temperatures, but we are tracking some rain back in the forecast for Thursday. We'll take a look at those details coming up.
Welcome back into News Leader 9 Morning. I'm Cheryl Renee. Chuck has the day off. It is 6:31 on this Tuesday morning. We're going to begin with breaking news from Europe this morning, where reports say nearly a dozen people have been killed in multiple explosions. News Leader 9's Brandon Seho is in the Breaking News Center with the latest on this story.
Good morning, Cheryl. Now, multiple reports confirming the Belgian prosecutor confirms this is a terrorist attack at the Brussels International Airport that resulted from a suicide attack. Now, at least 13 people are dead and 35 are hurt this morning after explosions rocked the Brussels airport and a subway station in the city. The U.S. Embassy now warning all Americans in Brussels to take shelter due to the possible threat for another attack. Here's a map from where the airport in Belgium is. Once again, this all happening around 8 a.m. local time in Brussels. That's 3 a.m. in the Eastern time zone. This is new video from moments after the explosion at the airport, where all flights have been canceled for the rest of the day there. The Belgian terror alert now raised to the maximum level after these airport explosions. According to Delta Airlines, flight DL080 from Atlanta landed at the Brussels airport at 7:58 local time this morning. Now, there is another flight scheduled to leave Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport tonight at 6:35 en route for Brussels. We don't know the status of that flight yet, but security wait lines in Atlanta right now is 30 minutes. When we learn any more of this developing story, we will bring it to you live on TV. Cheryl, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Brandon. And we will, of course, be following this story and continue to follow it throughout the morning. So stay right here for News Leader 9. Now a look at how the weather is going on around here. Let's send it over to Greg. Good morning.
Hey, yeah, good morning. And boy, I've got those heaters back on again. It's kind of cold outside. I wasn't going to say that word. I promise I wasn't going to say it again. 37 degrees in Columbus, 34 in Reynolds, and 33 degrees in Auburn, even 31 in Alexander City. So got some scattered frost across our region. But the good news is, hopefully this might be the last frost we see of the season. It's around this time of year we don't get our last one. So looking at a lot of clear skies across Alabama and Georgia, looking pretty good there, as we're going to have abundant sunshine to warm things up. As you just heard there, the security wait times at Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson are running about 30 minutes. That's on the north side, the domestic north terminal. And that's a little higher than I normally see. Typically it's around 10 to 20, so a little above. Again, looking at pretty good travel across most of the nation for today. Looking at your forecast here for this morning as we'll warm up into the 40s, around 43 degrees by 10 o'clock with abundant sunshine. And then by this afternoon, I got to give it a 10 for today. Great day. A lot of sunshine. High temperature right around 70 degrees. We come back next. We'll take a look at your hometown forecast.
All right. Thanks, Greg. 6:33 happening now. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is searching for a teen who has been missing since the beginning of the month. You're looking at Kiara Neal from Tallahassee, which is about a half hour west of Auburn. Officers say she was last seen March 9th getting into the car of a man outside Tallahassee's high school. That man, Willie Thomas, was arrested yesterday for contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Investigators say they need your help finding Neal. She's still missing, and if you know where she is, you're asked to contact police immediately. In a developing story, a Florida woman is in jail after leading officers on a chase across several East Alabama counties. Renee Gamoa is facing a slew of charges, including reckless driving and attempting to elude police. The charges come after a high-speed chase, which began yesterday afternoon in Lafayette and ended with Gamoa crashing the car in Opelika. Officers in Chambers County say the chase began after they tried to pull her over for reckless driving. 6:34, we are learning about more violence at Alabama prisons this morning. The State Department of Corrections tells us an inmate at the St. Clair Correctional Facility northeast of Birmingham is undergoing treatment after being stabbed. Prison officials say a fight broke out Saturday and is just the latest in a string of violence at correctional facilities. Alabama Governor Robert Bentley is pointing at these incidents as he pushes for prison reform across the state. 6:35 in a developing story, a Georgia woman is in the hospital this morning as authorities head back to Georgia Gwinnett College, which is in Lawrenceville, to determine what caused an explosion. Officers say the explosion happened near a women's restroom on campus. The president of the college says the incident, which happened yesterday morning, does not appear to be intentional. Only one person was injured in the blast. 6:35. Today is being called Western Tuesday as primary elections take place in 3 states, Idaho, Arizona, and Utah. Frontrunners Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are looking to take another step closer to clinching their party's nominations. And according to recent CNN ORC poll numbers, Clinton and Trump are maintaining leads in the national polls. More than 100 delegates are up for grabs on both sides, and last night candidates made their final push.
If you look at Cuba, every dollar that goes into Cuba goes to the government. And what this will do is it will strengthen the repressive regime of Fidel and Raul Castro.
Yes, if they can afford it, they should be able to go into the marketplace and buy it. But it is not going to apply to people who are in need of subsidies in order to afford that, because the subsidies question has to be worked out in comprehensive immigration reform.
Coming up on Good Morning America, a look at how the primaries are expected to play out today and what is next for the candidates. Happening today, Alabama lawmakers are expected to send the general fund budget to Governor Robert Bentley. The budget includes an $85 million cut to Medicaid, which the governor says is unacceptable. If the spending plan passes in the state Senate, it's expected to be vetoed by Governor Bentley. If Bentley vetoes the budget, lawmakers can override his objection with a majority vote in both chambers. Also happening today, officials at the world's busiest airport and the Georgia Department of Public Health want to protect people from the Zika virus. If you're heading to Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, expect to see dozens of doctors informing travelers about the virus. They will also be encouraging people to stock up on insect repellent. One doctor explains what to look out for.
In general, Zika is a mild virus. It's, you have a rash, red eyes, joint pain, fever, pretty self-limited, unless you are pregnant, and then there's that risk for the child. And also there is a risk for a neurological syndrome called Guillain-Barré.
The fight against the mosquito-borne illness is now rapidly spreading in much of South and Central America. It is now 6:38. Happening today, a job fair is taking place at the Columbus Trade Center. The fair is being held by Unemployment Eliminators and is set to take place at 10 this morning and run until 2 in the afternoon. Employers are looking to fill nearly 1,200 openings, and they are looking for veterans, transitioning military members, students, and recent graduates. Organizers say to have your resume ready and to be dressed for success. And when it comes to the best jobs for military members, there are 20 businesses that are the best, according to recent surveys. The list was put together by the Best for Vets employers, and the top include Verizon, Union Pacific Railroad, USAA, PwC, and BAE Systems. One Alabama business, Intuitive Research and Technology, placed 7th on the list and talks about why it's important to have this kind of program.
It's our responsibility and an obligation to take care of our veterans when they return back from their duty. And we go above and beyond to make sure that we match their expertise and their skills to the openings that we have here at the company.
More than 20 Alabama and Georgia companies made the list for the best employers for veterans. Happening today, the Columbus State University Speaker Series kicks off at 7 this evening. Jeffrey Stepakoff with the Georgia Film Academy will be speaking about the industry at Legacy Hall in the River Center. The topic of tonight's speech is about the growing film industry in the state and how it has raised some $6 billion in revenue. It is now 6:39, and let's get a check of our forecast on this Tuesday morning. Greg is standing by. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Time for that traffic report as we take a look what's going on out there. I got a stalled vehicle here heading southbound on 185 as you're coming through Fortson, just off to the north of Williams Road there, coming down as you come down to exit 10, so watch out for that right there. Traffic elsewhere starting to get some building volume on the Manchester Expressway just a little bit. Veterans Parkway and the Macon Road still moving smoothly so far. And if you see any incidents out there, make sure you have it, the Waze traffic app. Download that app and you can report into us on what's going on. Currently 37 degrees in Columbus, 36 up in Birmingham, and 33 degrees over in Macon. So definitely a cold and frosty start across the southeast, as we're going to see abundant sunshine and a gorgeous day across the valley with warmer temperatures expected. So I hope you're able to get out and enjoy it despite the extremely high pollen count, which is still running above 2,000 right now. So here we go with our forecast for today, as we'll see temperatures in and around 70 degrees, about where it's supposed to be for this time of year. 70 in Auburn, 73 in LaGrange, 70 in Americus, and 74 in Eufaula, and 70 degrees here in Columbus. So your hometown forecast looking excellent. We come on back, we'll take a look at your next rain chance and see how Easter weekend is shaping up.
All right, thanks, Greg. 20 before the hour. Up next, find out if you know someone on our birthday list. And we're keeping up with breaking news out of Brussels this morning. Plus, today, people across the world are gearing up for Diabetes Alert Day. Dr. Paula Walker-King will tell us what diabetes is and how to know if you have it. And as we head to break, a live look outside Columbus State University. The time is 6:41. News Leader 9 Morning will be back after the break.
We are Mark Dunning Industries, and you can choose who will pick up your trash. We serve Columbus, Phoenix City, and surrounding areas with commercial containers. Plus, we offer simple upfront pricing. There are no hidden fees. Remember, you have a choice. Call Mark Dunning Industries today and get the first month of front loader service free.
Honey, would some Captain D's make you feel better?
Yeah.
When you love seafood this much...
Back again?
I hope it's just a clumsy phase.
It's gotta be D's. Anything's worth it for our new home-style flounder meal or double dozen shrimp. Also try our grilled menu featuring new Tuscan tilapia. For full meals starting at just $4.99, it's gotta be D's.
There's a lot to see at Nissan Now. Award-winning safety, reimagined design, and premium interiors. 5 exciting new models. This is Nissan Now.
For a limited time, get up to $2,500 bonus cash on top of existing offers on select models. Get your new Nissan now. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
Atlanta Postal Credit Union outperforms the competition, and we have DataTrack's certified to save you money great rate award to prove it. Go to apcu.com and compare rates locally or nationally using the Great Rate widget. You'll see why we offer some of the lowest rates on loans found anywhere. And our members receive just about the best savings checking and certificate account rates available. Visit our website or our Columbus branch to explore all your money saving opportunities. Federally insured by the NCUA. Credit qualifications and eligibility required.
This one goes out to all the allergy muddlers. You know who you are. You've lost your game. Literally. Your family outing is magical for all the wrong reasons. And your sneezes are a force to be reckoned with. Well, allergy muddlers muddle no more. Try Zyrtec for powerful allergy relief. And Zyrtec is different than Claritin because it starts working faster on the first day you take it. Try Zyrtec. Muddle no more.
And now introducing Rhinocort Allergy Spray. Powerful relief from the makers of Zyrtec.
So, where are you guys?
Using the built-in Wi-Fi in Tina's new Buick.
Wow, that doesn't look like a Buick.
Okay, who wants smoothies?
Is that passion fruit cherry?
Yes, with beef on.
I'll take a passion fruit. And anybody else?
Get 16% below MSRP on select Buick vehicles in stock. That's over $8,400 below MSRP on this Enclave. Visit Rivertown Buick today.
We are Mark Dunning Industries, and you can choose who will pick up your trash. We serve Columbus, Phoenix City, and surrounding areas with commercial containers. Plus, we offer simple upfront pricing. There are no hidden fees. Remember, you have a choice. Call Mark Dunning Industries today and get the first month of front loader service free.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
and frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible.
And then we're going to turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
Finally won.
What's your reaction?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
This is their world.
Nothing. And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
Water, a precious resource most of us take for granted. But for the people of the Medwani region in Kenya, Africa, water is a scarce commodity. Families are at the mercy of rainfall to collect water for drinking, bathing, and cooking, and the rains come only a few times a year. Many people are forced to use dirty water collected from rivers and must transport it for long distances. But thanks to Child Fund International, the Akasi Earth Dam has changed all of that. Now river water is channeled to collection points where it's cleaned and made easily available at a series of pump stations. It's almost as simple as turning on a tap. Time previously spent collecting and transporting water can now be used towards other endeavors, all helping to improve the quality of everyone's lives. It's just one more example of Child Fund making a difference in the lives of people worldwide. Child Fund International, disrupting poverty. Go to childfund.org.
Watch Inside Edition tonight at 7 on WTVM.
Today is the National American Diabetes Association's Alert Day, and so we want to take the opportunity to talk about this. So we have Dr. Paula Walker-King from Columbus State University here to first talk about what is Alert Day.
Alert Day is an awareness day that the National Diabetes Association is sponsoring, and literally it is designed to have people go and check their fasting blood glucose levels and to determine their level of risk for diabetes.
Okay, and what is diabetes?
Diabetes is a disease that's chronic in nature, but basically it involves a condition where the pancreas doesn't produce enough insulin, or either the body produces enough insulin but it's resistant. It doesn't respond to the insulin that's circulating and is yet available. And so when there is that problem, then blood sugars can be high. It can cause damage to arteries and blood vessels throughout the body, and can cause some in-organ damage.
Okay, so what are some of the symptoms really quickly of diabetes?
Excessive thirst is a classic symptom of diabetes. Excessive and frequent urination, constant hunger. Despite the constant hunger, there will be weight loss that's unintentional, as well as a persistent fatigue, as well as some vision changes might be noticed.
And how is it diagnosed?
It's diagnosed with a simple blood test, and typically we would like to take the blood sugar when a person has been fasting for a period of time. And so first thing in the morning before breakfast is a great time to check the blood sugar.
Okay, and I took mine probably about 30 or so minutes ago.
You did?
And so I wanted to let people know that it doesn't hurt. I want to dispel that myth. There's a small prick, there is a needle involved, and people go, oh my gosh, there's a needle. But I want to let people know that this is very important. So take the time today to go and have your blood sugar levels checked. And mine came back, and I had a really nice grade.
You had a perfect
score.
blood sugar. It was 81, and so we like that fasting blood sugar to be less than 100. And again, it shows that you're not at risk for the disease.
Okay.
And it's important to know because diabetes is a silent disease. It can develop over a series of years and cause damage before it's even detected.
And you wanted to really quickly tell people about a test that they can do that's anonymous online?
Yes, there's a risk assessment on the National Diabetes Association's website, and they will ask you questions about your family history, age, and some other potential risk factors. And it's completely confidential, anonymous, and it will give you an idea of what the level of risk is for the disease.
All right, so go get checked out.
That's right, go get checked out.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Paula Walker-King from Columbus State University. It is now 11 before the hour, and we're going to send it over to Greg.
All right, thanks there, guys. We're looking at some good information there. Thank you very much. As we're looking at temperatures, quite nippy, cold. I said that word. I didn't mean to say it. Sorry. 37 in Columbus, 33 in Auburn, 36 degrees in Thomaston. So, yeah, it's a bit cold outside. You'll need the jacket to start today, but you won't need it later. 36 degrees in Birmingham, 39 up in Atlanta, and 44 along the coast there in New Brunswick this hour. We're seeing a lot of clear skies. Sun comes up at about 7:40, so we're going to see a beautiful sunrise and a nice warm-up in temperatures today as we've got high pressure anchored in across the southeast with the cold air. But on the backside of that high, we've got mild air out here in the plains, and this is going to be pushing in over the next day or so, not only for today, but really for this afternoon. As we're going to get one storm system that's going to come right on through here heading into Friday, and then we'll see another trough dig up here toward the west again. So kind of an unsettled pattern. We got a couple of small systems coming at us, one for Thursday, one for Sunday, and then we'll see milder temperatures and dry weather toward next week. Here goes Futurecast. Put this into motion for you for today as we're looking high and dry, not a cloud to be seen. That'll continue into tomorrow as well, though it'll be maybe a few clouds, but generally mostly sunny skies. And then as we go into Wednesday and Thursday, that's when we'll start to tap some moisture. Here comes the rain coming in. Looks like a wet commute home heading into Thursday evening. And then a few thunderstorms coming on through. Rain should be ending during the early morning hours on Friday. And then Friday will be okay. And then we'll wait for that next system to come in, unfortunately tracking right now for Easter Sunday. Looking at 70 degrees for Lafayette, 70 in Pine Mountain for this afternoon. Coming south here in Columbus, 70 degrees here, 72 in Tuskegee, so very nice here. As temperatures pretty reasonable for this time of year, and 74 degrees over in Eufaula, 72 in Dawson. Here goes the rest of my extended outlook for the next 7 days, as we'll keep it mild for the most part, mid-70s for tomorrow. Chance of rain on Thursday in the afternoon and evening hours, and then we'll see another chance of rain coming in on Easter Sunday.
All right, thanks, Greg. It's time for the McDonald's WTVM Birthday Club. If your picture is shown on air today, you receive a gift card for one free ice cream sundae redeemable at McDonald's. All you have to do is come by our studios on Winton Road within 15 days and show a valid ID. If you want to see your birthday picture on the air, email it to birthdays@WTVM.com. Don't forget to include your name, age, and birth date. We can't guarantee that picture will air if it's sent less than 7 business days in advance, so please get your pictures in early. Let's take a look at those celebrating another year today. Happy birthday, everyone.
I'm Lance Brooks from Vance Brooks Funeral Home. As a veteran, you're eligible for a wide range of burial benefits. Let us help you save on expenses.
Serving those who served for us.
If it's news, we break it. When you're connected to News Leader 9 on your mobile device, breaking news finds you. Connect to what's happening now, whether it's on air, on our mobile apps, social media, or WTVM.com. They're all designed to keep you informed and keep you safe. First on the scene and live from more places. Hear about it, read about it, know about it first. WTVM News Leader 9. Download our apps today for coverage you can count on.
New Taco Bell poll finds Americans want a dollar menu that actually costs $1. You don't say. Taco Bell's new Dollar Morning Value Menu. The only breakfast value menu where everything's $1. New Taco Bell poll finds Americans want bacon with their breakfast versus no bacon. Go figure. Introducing Taco Bell's new Dollar Morning Value Menu. The only dollar breakfast value menu that brings home the bacon.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Every remaining 2015 headquarter Nissan must go now. Just announced. Save an additional $500 on every remaining 2015 Nissan in stock. New Muranos or NV200s. Save $6,000. New Sentras. Save $5,000. Hurry into headquarter Nissan and get the best deals now.
Just announced extra $500 on all remaining 2015 new Nissans. We've got 40 and they're going to be gone before March 31st.
If you treated your car like greasy fast food treats your body,
Hey, Steve.
Hey! You'd have to walk everywhere. So say no to greasy fast food and treat your body right with the delicious rotisserie-style chicken sandwich from Subway. Made with our new hand-pulled all-white meat chicken raised without antibiotics. All on our freshly baked bread. The Subway Sandwich Shop. Fresh is what we do.
News Leader 9 is sponsored by Forrest P. Johnson and Associates. Car wreck? Get a check.
Recapping our top story, a terror attack at the Brussels International Airport. Moments ago, Prime Minister Charles Michel addressing the nation saying, quote, "What we feared has happened. We were hit by blind attacks." Now ABC News reporting at least 28 people are dead and 35 are hurt this morning after explosions rocked the Brussels airport and a subway station in the city. The U.S. Embassy now warning all Americans in Brussels to take shelter due to the possible threat for another attack.
Taking a last look at your weather for this morning as temperatures out there have dropped to 36 degrees here in Columbus, 34 at Benning, so the likelihood you probably got some frost around outside, so watch out for that. The good news is it's going to warm up nicely today. Plenty of sunshine, high temperature right around 70 degrees, which is where it's supposed to be for this time of year. So if you want to get some fishing in for today would be an excellent day for it. Here goes your fishing game forecast for today with your peak fishing time coming in at about 2:20 for this afternoon. And taking a final look at your forecast here going in for the rest of the work week, we're going to see temperatures in the mid-70s for a couple days. Notice rain chance coming in on Thursday. That rain chance on Friday should be ending early, and then we could see another round of rain coming in as we head toward Easter Sunday. But overall, staying milder as we say goodbye to that cold weather.
Okay, so that real cold 30s that we had.
And hopefully, I think
frost.
it should be. They should be the last one.
I
think
we'll
be done
doing
for
okay.
Listen, you got some visitors here.
Yes, I do. I have family here from Cleveland. My sister and my two cousins are here from Cincinnati. So we wanted to say good morning from.
Hi, guys.
Good morning to you guys. They're all standing over there. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us for News Leader 9 Morning. We'll back at 7:25. Stick around for Good Morning America. Coming up, the latest, of course, on the Brussels attack. And you can keep it here for everything you need to know. Have a great one.